Greetings, everyone. Well, let's carry on with the rest of the horror Blu-rays that I picked up over the course of the holiday season today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Well, let's not waste any time, shall we? Alrighty, first up, let's just start with one of the most talked about movies of last year. We have Joss Whedon's The Cabin in the Woods with the beautiful lenticular slipcover. I don't think this one was hugely cheap. I think I actually paid about $15 for it, but I mean, I really wanted to make sure I got that slipcover because, I mean, come on, look at it. There we go. It's beautiful and lenticular and stuff. But really nice stuff. Really like it a lot. What did I think of the movie, you're probably wondering? Well, I couldn't wait to watch this because everybody was just gushing about it like crazy, and I don't consider myself a Joss Whedon fanboy, but my experience has been he generally does quality stuff, so I look forward to seeing whatever he's come up with. Now, he of course did not direct this one. It was directed by Drew Goddard, but he did produce and co-write it. So this is the kind of movie you don't really want to say too much about, because for those who have not seen it, you want them to be surprised. But I just like to say this much about it. Don't let the title fool you. This movie is not what you think it's going to be. Is it a loving homage to that type of movie? Absolutely yes. But not just that type of movie. It is a loving homage essentially to the horror genre in general. And it just kind of uses as its inroad the whole concept of, college students in a cabin in the woods being stalked by something that's trying to kill them. And then, but right from the moment go, like right from the opening titles, you know that something is off with this, and that it's not going to be the typical, horny teenagers out in the woods movie. It has those elements in there, and it has a hell of a lot of fun poking fun at them. You see a lot of the old horror movie cliches make appearances, and it's just a lot of fun, really. I enjoyed this movie a lot, and I'd love to say more about it, but I really do not want to spoil this for anyone who has not seen it, so see it. If you're a horror fan, definitely check out Cabin in the Woods. You will not be disappointed. It's a lot of fun. So this, of course, is a combo pack. It's a Blu-ray, and that's it. I thought there was 2 discs, but apparently there isn't. There's just the 1 disc, just the Blu-ray, and then a digital copy code. There you go. And then on the back, we actually have a little blurb, a little ad for Dread, which had just come out in theaters, at the time that this came out on Blu-ray. This actually just came out on Blu-ray, and it's top of my list. It's probably going to pick it up on payday, actually. That's one that I really, really want to see, and I've been looking forward to it quite a bit. I've not read the original Dread comics, but I see there's some pretty affordable compilations of a lot of the old comics out now, so I might pick some of those up as well. So expect very likely some Dread updates in the coming months ahead. So anyway, Cabin in the Woods, definitely worth checking out. Let me just quickly go over some of the extras here. It's quite a robust extras package. We have audio commentary with writer-director Drew Goddard and writer-producer Joss Whedon. We Are Not Who We Are, Making the Cabin in the Woods. An Army of Nightmares, makeup and animatronic effects. Primal Terror, visual effects. The Secret Stash, Marty's Stash. Hi, my name is Joss, and I'll be your guide. WonderCon Q&A, and It's Not What You Think, the Cabin in the Woods bonus view mode. It's not what you think. That's actually a very good tagline for this movie, which really doesn't give anything away other than whatever you think it's going to be is not what it is. Just sit back and enjoy the ride, because it's a good one. This is one that I will probably be watching every Halloween from now on. I think it has very quickly made it into the the Halloween favorites movie. So I might do another video about this at some point, possibly full of spoilers, but don't expect that anytime soon. At the very soonest, if I do it at all, so don't keep asking me about it. This is if I do it at all. It'll be probably for Halloween later this year. Yeah, not sure what else I can say about it other than I had a great time. But yeah, so next up we got the latest horror opus from Guillermo del Toro. I think that's how you pronounce it. I always mess up his name. We have Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Yes. Sadly, I've not got around to watching this one yet. I actually forgot that I bought it. This is how much stuff I bought over the holidays. I just kind of grabbed things on impulse because they were cheap and looked interesting, and I'd heard about them, and then I forgot half the things I bought. But so these updates have been kind of nice because now I can refresh my memory. But yeah, so here we have Don't Be Afraid of the Dark with the really nice, creepy slipcover, which I really like. If we slide out the... Yeah, actually, and the artwork on the slipcover... This is one of the reasons to collect slipcovers right here. When the artwork is completely different from the actual regular case. So, yeah, that's very cool indeed. So I vaguely remember seeing trailers for this, and I thought it looked nice and creepy. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, what's that? Is that another movie? I don't know what that is, but there's a picture of a couple of kids with their eyes scratched out in an old photograph. It says, "What did they see?" Very spooky indeed. So here we have, looks like, is it a DVD? Yeah, it's a combo disc. So we got the DVD and digital copy code there. And then, of course, the Blu-ray. And then we've got a few extras on here. We've got a conceptual art gallery, photo gallery, which is a Blu-ray exclusive, apparently. Very nice. You get photos in high definition, always good. Featurette about the story. Another featurette about the Blackwoods Mansion. And another featurette about the creatures. So this one looks pretty cool. It's basically about a little girl who has... she's hearing voices and stuff, and then from some kind of creatures living in the basement. So very creepy. So I think this will be a classic example of kids in peril, which is always lots of fun when they don't get brutally murdered. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that Guillermo's not going to brutally murder the little girl in the movie. But well, then again, I have seen Pan's Labyrinth. And I know that after seeing Pan's Labyrinth, I always sort of looked at Pan's Labyrinth as more of a horror movie, sort of like a fantasy horror, because there's some genuinely horrific, disturbing moments in that that just stay with you forever. I've only seen Pan's Labyrinth all the way through, I think, once, and certain images and moments in that film are just burned into my brain forever. Yeah, Del Toro is one hell of a director, and I'm actually glad to see him sinking his teeth into some good and proper horror, because I think he's very well suited for it. I think he really has that sense of just what can disturb and traumatize an audience. So next up, we got a couple that I hadn't really heard much about. I just kind of saw them as I was perusing the Blu-ray racks and checked out the backs, and I thought they sounded interesting. Sounded like my cup of tea. I'm usually pretty good at picking up blind buys. It's very rare that I've been disappointed with a blind buy. So these are a couple of blind buys, so we'll see what I think. I'll probably talk about them again around Halloween. First up, we have Silent House. Again, making off like a bandit with the slipcovers. Got another slipcover here. Quite nice. I hadn't really heard of this movie. I just saw it on the shelf and thought, the cover kind of caught my eye. I thought the fluorescent blue Blu-ray bar was a little inappropriate. It would have been nicer if they'd done something... Well, these are bad examples. Well, I don't know. Something subtler like you see on some releases. But let me just read the back here, and this is why I picked it up. I thought it sounded like a really interesting concept. A tension-filled real-time journey experienced in a single uninterrupted shot. So the whole thing is in real time. Kind of like, I'm guessing it's kind of like that really long shot in Children of Men. However, the whole movie is done like that. So it's one continuous shot. I have seen a few sort of experimental films done that way, and it can be quite interesting to see when it's done well. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out and seeing how it plays out. It says a uniquely unsettling horror thriller starring Elizabeth Olsen as Sarah, a young woman who finds herself sealed inside her family's secluded lake house. With no contact to the outside world and no way out, panic turns to terror as events become increasingly ominous in and around the house. So this actually sounds kind of like one of those subtle haunted house or horror movies that I like, and we just don't see enough of. So yeah, definitely looking forward to checking that out. Silent House. Okay. And then last, but certainly not least, a fair number of you probably heard of this one. I do recall hearing of it, but I didn't know anything about it. We have from, who is it? From the creator of Paranormal Activity, which I know some of you love and some of you hate, whatever. I've only seen the first one. I still have to see the other three. Bringer of Funerals actually sent me the second one. I still have yet to sit down and watch it. But, yeah, I definitely want to check out the rest of those. I enjoyed the first one. I thought it was a pretty decent found footage film. So here we have something very different. Not ghosts this time. Well, maybe ghosts, but different kind of take on stuff. Yeah, it's just a terrible description. I'll just show you what it is. The Chernobyl Diaries. There we go. So, and once again, with the snazzy slipcover. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Did we, sorry, just before we get into Chernobyl Diaries, I don't think we looked at the discs in Silent House here. So this is actually a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. No digital copy. I'm very pleased to see, because they are useless to me. And that may disappoint some of you, but there you go. So, just nice disc art. And not... Oh. I actually thought it wasn't an Eco Pack. I think because it's slightly sturdier plastic than you usually get with the Eco Packs. Yeah, no, that's definitely some Eco Pack action going on there. Alright, whatever. Anyway. Nothing much there. The only extras on here, we've got interviews and on the set of Silent House. That might be interesting, actually, sort of see how they worked out how to do it on a technical level. I'm always interested in things like that because it's that type of concept is quite challenging. So I'll be interested to see sort of how they did it. Yeah, so Chernobyl Diaries. Just crack them open here. Oh yeah, what is with Warner just wussing out on the disc art lately? They're really not doing much that's interesting at all. There you go. That's the disc art. Whoop-de shit. We got the Blu-ray and the DVD digital copy combo disc. And the authorization code. It's bizarre. Alright, cool. Done. So as to what Chernobyl Diaries is about, for those of you who don't know, let's just take a little read of the back here. Got Chernobyl, 1986. As the worst nuclear disaster in history unfolds, residents are driven from their homes in the nearby city of Pripyat without enough time to grab even their most precious personal belongings. Over 25 years later, 6 young vacationers and their extreme tourism guide visit Pripyat to explore the ruins of a city now desolate and seemingly abandoned. But when they're forced to stay the night, they soon discover that they may not be alone in this eerie shocker by co-producer, co-writer Oren Peli, creator of Paranormal Activity. Very cool. Sounds like fun. Sounds good and creepy. And then in terms of extras, you've got an alternate ending, Yuri's Extreme Tours infomercial, plus Chernobyl conspiracy viral video, find out the real facts behind the Chernobyl tragedy, and additional scene. So one whole entire additional scene. Yeah, there you go. So that wraps it up for the additions to the horror collection. Definitely a lot of fun stuff I'll be checking out over the next little while, and probably check out a few of them again around Halloween. I know I'll be checking this one out again around Halloween for sure, because it was just freaking awesome. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now. What's next? Oh, there's more. Yes, there's more. I think we're almost halfway. I told you there was a lot. Yeah, almost halfway. And then we'll see where we go from there. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff planned for the next little while. So we'll see which ones we get through. We'll probably do all the updates first just to get them out of the way. Plus, they're really easy to film because I don't really have to edit anything. Just babble for 20 minutes. Or 15 minutes, whatever. But, yeah. Anyway, that is it from me to you for now. Until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara. Ow. My knuckles.